And hello, folks. Welcome to this Phillies Talk podcast live stream for March 27th, 2022. Big, big day for the Phillies. We have them playing the Toronto Blue Jays, for example. And the Blue Jays have been playing some tough baseball in the past couple games against the Phils. And trying to turn off the echo that I hear on this one. But yeah, this is the first game that Nick Castellanos will be in today, so I'm excited to show you a little bit behind the scenes here of the live stream. And I'll tell you, it's very, very complicated to set this up. So here we are. And there's number 8, Nick Castellanos. It will be the first viewing of him this afternoon down in Florida, Dunedin. And we're going to have to see if he's going to help the Phillies this year. And I think the answer is going to be yes. But Mickey Moniak's been doing well in spring training as well. There's a story today on MLB.com on the Phillies page. Top prospect, obviously. He was number 1. Although his stock has dropped a bit in the last few years with him coming up in the minors through the Phillies. But he crushed a two-run homer yesterday to straightaway center field in the Grapefruit League against the Tigers. So it was a game that the Phillies ended up losing. And but Mr. Moniak came through with a home run, and that's what he's got to do. He's got to start impressing the Phillies manager and ownership. Make them think that he has a chance to be on this squad. So it'll be interesting to see if he does make the team going north, and we will have 3 extra players going north this year for the first month or so to allow for some pitchers to get more ready for the season. So we'll have to see if Moniak will be one of those players that we'll be able to see in Philadelphia to start off the season and, get that first season underway for him. Of course, he's made appearances with the Phillies very sparingly in his first 2 seasons with the team, but I'd like to see him get a fair chance. He was a number 1 draft pick overall, and unless he gets to the majors, how can he impress? You get down in the minor leagues, you do well, you come up for a little bit, you go back down again. That's always frustrated me about certain players within the Phillies team and other players, other great players. They play a yo-yo game where they're bringing them up, bringing them down, and it's not very optimal for their careers as well. So, in my opinion, you have to give him a chance to get on the field and do what he's doing well. So, as I said, the Phillies playing the Toronto Blue Jays today, and I just wanted to get a short podcast. I don't want to invite my co-host and good friend Matt Veazey to this one because it was a spur-of-the-moment decision. I was editing my other podcast that I do every Sunday called the Baseball Talk Radio Show, and I invite you to check that out. And you can Google it on your favorite podcast portal like iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Just Google the Baseball Talk Radio Show, and you'll come up with Gary Mack and me. We're doing a show every week on baseball for the past many years, and we enjoy that. So I hope you hit the subscribe button and subscribe to our show as well. And maybe we'll see Mickey Moniak this afternoon in Dunedin. Let's take a look at the lineups that we have today here for this game. As I said, we're only about 10, 11, 12 games out of opening day here. So looking at the Phillies today, it's going to be Gregorius in the 1 hole, Segura, Harper, Castellanos is going to take that 4 hole, playing left field today. Real Muto batting number 5, Hoskins number 6, he's the DH. Camargo is at first. Stott playing third base, and Hazley in center. This looks like a very potent offense for the Phillies today, as they're pulling out some of the stops here with only about 10 days left to the start of the season. Let's take a look at the Blue Jays. They're putting their best out there today, too. Springer playing center field. Oh, yeah, he only's batting .800 so far in this early spring training. A guy named Tapia, I don't know much about him. He's in left. Guerrero Jr., DH today, number 3. Hernandez playing right field. He's number 4. Espinal, shortstop, number 5. Jensen batting 6th. Bird 7th. Lopez 8th. And Cato, third base, playing for the Blue Jays today. And I want to see the Phillies win this game. They got a little beat up yesterday by the Detroit Tigers. But they're underway down there in Dunedin, Florida. What's your opinion of the Phillies? I can't wait to hear from some longtime Phillies fans. And you're watching this video right now, so why don't you type down in the comments how you feel the Phillies are going to do for 22. And let me know your feelings about it. I'd love to know. I think this Phillies team on paper looks phenomenal. When they added Castellanos, they added some bullpen help. And the last couple days have been getting incredibly bullish on them. They're like a wrecking crew almost when it comes to batting here. So today I hope we see some results of that, because this Toronto Blue Jays team is very good as well. Around the league today, St. Louis playing the New York Mets in just a couple minutes. They'll start up. And Jacob deGrom and Scherzer is starting for the Mets today. They'll be pitching the 2 main pitchers for the Mets today. So maybe they're going to go for a no-hitter or a perfect game or something like that. I don't know. But you got 2 of the best pitchers in baseball going for the Mets today. As I said, the Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays are underway in Dunedin, and we will check into that game as I'm doing this podcast here. And we'll check in with some other Phillies news. Did you get a hold of the April game plan yet for the Phillies? $60 gets you in for 12 games, 12 home games. And that's not a lot of money to pay to get in on some games, especially coming out of the COVID season. And these specials don't last, so don't wait too long to take advantage of them. They disappear faster than you can blink sometimes, so jump in on those game plans. I did myself. I opened up the wallet, and out sprang out a month-to-month game plan for the Phillies, standing room only, $50 a month, plus a $5 processing fee. I say it's a no-brainer. You know, you go to a game anymore, and it costs you $75 to $80 for a decent seat. So for $50, the whole month, you're getting into the ballpark for the whole games. home games. So Zach Eflin pitching. He returned from surgery, and I hope he really does well this year. But if he doesn't, if he gets off on the wrong foot for the Phillies, I think the Phillies should just jettison him immediately. He's been with the Phillies for a long time now. He's had a lot of time to prove himself, and he really, I don't know what your opinion is on him, but I'm not a big Eflin fan. I can't get behind him. And he even said it himself last year. You know, he wasn't that good. He's had different injuries creep up on him all of a sudden. And, the Phillies have been patient with him. They've kept him on for the longest time now, and he's been not that great for him. So, Eflin is back. And take a quick look at the promotions coming up for the Phillies. Of course, Friday, April 8th, 3:05 p.m. is opening day against the Athletics. You're going to get a fleece headband when you check into the stadium. That's all fans getting that. And the weekend giveaways continue. McDonald's opening night is Friday, April 9th at 4:05 p.m. You're going to get a Bryce Harper MV3 t-shirt on Saturday night, and that's for fans 15 and over. And then on Sunday for this opening day series this weekend, April 10th, 1:05, children 14 and under are going to get a Phillies windbreaker. So it's a nice bunch of giveaways for this first weekend on opening weekend to start up with the Phillies. So interesting that the season's just about to start. And the Phillies already took a 1-0 lead in this game today that is taking place in Dunedin. And Nick Castellanos is up for bat here the first time as a Philly. And he made an out, struck out swinging, but the Castellanos era is here. Fighting Phillies, Phillies Talk podcast is covering it. And I can't wait for Matt Veazey's comments on Nick Castellanos when the game is over. And I do a full Phillies Talk podcast. This is just a little extra here for the weekend, spur of the moment decision. So hope you liked it, and enjoy the game, everyone. And I'll talk to you soon on the next edition of Phillies Talk podcast. We'll be meeting with Matt, taking his opinions into consideration as well. And can't wait for that. So about 10, 11 days to opening day here. Very bullish on the Phillies. Take care, everyone, and talk to you soon.